Back again, YouTubers. What's up? Well, I don't know if you guys checked out my other videos. I did a video on my 2004 Denali, which is this one, and then I did a video on my 1964 Mercury Marauder. I also did a video on my 96 Chevy Impala, my 1970 Chevelle SS, which is this one, and also my 2002 Pontiac Trans Am WS6. Now, if you haven't checked out those videos, you could check them out. And if you did check them out, if you noticed, there was two cars in those previous videos that were covered, and one of them is a 2001 Lincoln Town Car, which is this silver one right here. That belongs to my mom. That's this car. But there was another one that was covered, and it's this 1973 Opel GT. So this one belongs to my mom. It's not my car, but I'll give you a little history, well, what I know about it. But this car, I think she bought it, I want to say like in 2016. I think it came from Illinois. And it's a 1973 Opel GT with the 1.9 liter engine, and it's an automatic. So I don't know, these ones were pretty, popular back in the day. A lot of people thought it was a Corvette. I think there's some online rumors that said that I think the designer that designed the Corvette, the Stingray, I think, had some, influence on this car, or this car came out, was designed first before the Corvette, and then the Corvette copied the Opel. Or it could be the other way around too, the Opel copied the Corvette, but I don't know. There's some rumors, about it, so I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know which one came out first. I think a lot of people say the Opel came out first, but like I said, I don't know. But yeah, you could kind of see, where the similarities, or there's some similarities, especially this front, that long, that long hood and short deck lid. So that's where it kind of, might look the same and stuff. But from what I understand, these were imported by Buick, and General Motors. So there was no Opel dealerships back then, so a lot of people didn't know where you could get these cars. So you had to go to your Buick dealership, and they're the ones that were selling the Opels. So kind of see what it looks like and stuff. Definitely needs probably like a repaint and stuff, but it's all there. You can see these locking gas caps were pretty cool. They're pretty pricey too. I think some of them were like, I don't know, like $300 or $400, I think, if you look online to get a OEM one and stuff. But yeah, they're pretty rare. Back in the 80s and 90s growing up, I used to see quite a few of these. But now it's like, man, I can't even remember, the last time I saw one out in the wild. So, kind of take a look at, the styling of it and stuff. It's a really small car, man. Like, I have a really hard time getting in it. And I'm going to get in right now to show you guys the interior. But, yeah, it's really, really small. But, let's look inside here. I don't know if you guys ever seen one of these or remember hearing about these, so I'll show you what the inside looks like. Oh man, damn, I can barely fit in here. So it's got your tack on the left and the speedos on the right, and these gauges here, or these lights here. One of them, this is the brake light to let you know when the brake's on. Of course, your turn signal and turn signal. And the middle one's the high beam indicator. I think the white one's to let you know if the light's stuck. I'll show you right now too, the headlights. Yeah. So I got my mom this clock here. It's not very accurate on time. I think it probably needs to be converted to quartz. But I think it's like a little bit slow. I know you can adjust it in the back, but I think it stops every now and then, so I'll probably have it converted to quartz. But yeah, you can see what the inside looks like in here. So you got your Opel Blitz logo, and this one, so I think it's been the previous owner that had it, you know, he did some few modifications to it. I don't know if he did something with the headlights. I don't know if this is something that, you know, came with the Opels, this knob here, but that's for the headlights. And then also this is for the headlights. So you look, I don't know if it'll come out, you can see the headlights are down, right? So this lever is what, you know, pushes them up. So you push it forward and the headlights rotate, so now they're up. You can kind of see them here. I'll show you right now. But yeah, this is your e-brake here, and it's got one little courtesy light here, so that's your courtesy light. Yeah, there's only one, you don't get two, man. And you can see what's back here. So it's not really like a, it doesn't really have a trunk, you know. You can't really open, well, there's no way to open the back, you know. And it's not really like a, I don't know, like a hatchback either, I guess. So, but yeah, the previous owner added that. He added some cherries, you know. Also the paint, it's like a two-tone. So you got like a it's like an ivory white, and then every now and then, you know, when the sun hits it, you can kind of see like a red undertone for it. So let me get out of here. So you can see the headlights here. So that's what I was, you know, talking about. So they rotate. They don't actually like pop up, you know, they swivel, you know. So that was something that was pretty unique on the Opels. You know, I think a lot of cars, they were using like, you know, pop-up ones, but these ones like rotate. So yeah, something, you know, that's pretty cool about these 70s cars, you know. So yeah, this is the Opel GT. And I think what else. Oh yeah, the hood. So if you want to open the hood, it actually opens from here, and it's kind of hard to do with one hand because I have the camera in my hand, so it's kind of hard to do it. But let's see, let me close the headlights here so you can kind of see what they look like when they rotate. There you go, see. And let's see, I'm gonna try to start it here. You guys can hear it run. It's been a while, so I might have to, you know, pump it a few times here. Let's see. So on these old school cars, you know, carbureted cars, usually, you know, step on the gas pedal a few times and then you can crank it. See, there you go, look at that, fire right up. Yeah, so the choke needs to be adjusted. The RPM's a little high, but you know, started right up. Pretty crazy. I think my mom hadn't started it in like, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe even a month, I don't know. But yeah, it started right up. Check that out. You see your gauges there. So this is the temp, fuel gauge is your amp, and this is the oil pressure. So that's what that looks like. These are your parking lights, so you can see it lights up here. Okay. This, I don't think it does anything. I think it was like if you had a rear defroster or defogger. This is your wipers, this is the defroster, and this is the fan speed. So that's all that. And then you got your hazard here. And you see the hazard's on. So yeah, Opel GT 1973. Hear the horn? Nope, the horn's not working today. Took the day off, I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then these back windows, they open, so you can pop them out like that. See? Let more air in here. Yeah. Some of these Opels, they came with factory AC. This one does not have factory AC, so that's why you got to open these back windows. Get all the air you can get. factory exhaust, so you're not gonna really hear any you know, like growls or rumbles or anything. So it's a factory exhaust. Yeah, you see that Opel GT logo on these rims. But yeah, it definitely needs a repaint and stuff. Maybe that's something we'll do in the future. But yeah, 1973 Opel GT. Really don't see these running around anymore, but this one's still running. So the factory interior, these are vinyl, like a beige. So and then you can see the back here. You can see they popped this seat forward here, so you can see what's back here. Yep. See. In case you're wondering, the 3-point seat belts here, they attach here, so it does have 3-point seat belts. Yep. So 1973 Opel GT. There. Kick the idle off. See that horn come back? Nope. See what the mileage is. So it's 87, what? 87,614. So, yeah. Opel GT, 1973. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just wanted to show you guys another classic car here. Not sure if anybody's seen these before or remembers these, so that's why I wanted to do a video on it. But hope you liked it, and I'm out. Take care.